everyone, my name is Honor Weber, and it has been forever since we made a video. In fact, it was last year because, like, a few days ago was New Year's. So, anywhoosies, I thought we would start off the new year with doing a dramatic readings of one of the comics that I got for Christmas. So, today I'm doing a dramatic reading for the My Little Pony Friends Forever comics. IDW comic number 15, and as you can see, we have illustrated Pumpkin Cake and Bear and Applejack, and this just looks like it's going to be a really interesting comic. By the looks of things, with like Bear kissing Pound Cake and Applejack looking like she's about to explode, I'm thinking we're going to have some political talking in this comic. Maybe not. Let's read it and find out. Of course, I should close my door first. Do any of you, when you make videos, just like having the door closed? Because, like, I feel like when I have the door open, I feel like, I just feel like anybody could, like, just overhear. And I don't know why that is. Anywho, let's read this. Alright. Just another perfect morning on Sweet Apple Acres. I tells you, no pony in particular, nothing could ruin this fine day. Hello, are you responsible for this farm? I am. It is my duty to inform you of the following. Sweet Apple Acres owes the city of Ponyville 50 bits due to the excessive height of its barn. It's 3 hoofs above regulation height. Observe this official document. What? Our barn predates any big city rule. So that's a load of bugkiss. Grade bugkiss. Regardless of grade, the fee must be paid. Good day. Well, I'll see about this. I'm gonna hoof down to City Hall and give them a piece of my mind. Welcome to Ponyville City Hall. How may I be of service? Hello, I'm here to fix a big mistake by this here government. Some pony with air for brains thinks the barn on Sweet Apple Acres is too small, which is preposterous, as that barn was the first to be built in Ponyville. How could it be too big? Plop. I see. First, I just need to ask some questions. Is this the first citation you've received? It is. And you were notified of this citation between the hours of 8 and 4? Well, yes, it was just a while ago. Today, then, on an odd-numbered day of the month? An odd-numbered days? What does that have to do with anything? I was curious. Now, is the structure in question used for storage of hot air balloons? No! How about large quantities of mustard seed or laundry baskets? It's just a normal barn for storing farm equipment and animals. It's not a crazy barn for crazy things. So it is most likely a Class G barn. Now we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere? All you're doing is asking me a bunch of malarkey. That has exactly diddly squat to do with anything. Now, I've come here for one very simple reason, to get this situation withdrawn. Can you help me with that or not?
Ooh, of course. Why didn't you say so? Forbes, and then you'll be on your way. I'll be back in a minute.
Grumble, grumble.
Hello, welcome to City Hall. How can I help you?
What? You were helping me earlier. I've been waiting here for over an hour. You said you were going to get me some farm to take care of my barn situation.
Ah, yes, of course. One moment. I have them right over here. I just need you to fill out these forms declaring your intent to argue the situation, and then I'll be ready to get started.
You want me to fill out all these forms?
Yes, don't worry. It's all very clear and simple. It won't take you but a moment.
I'm gonna need some help with this.
Kids, can you help Applejack through the
bureaucracy? I don't know how you pronounce that. Oh, it's a maze. I love mazes. Where's a pen? I need a pen because I want to do this right now because I love mazes. Pencil, pencil, pencil. I need a pencil. And I moved all my markers downstairs. So I'll just have to get a crayon or something. Oh, wait. There's one right here. Does it still work, though? Alright, I found a pen, so let's do this maze. Okay, so... there we go. Done.
Yawn, help desk.
Office, out of office, back at whatever. Oops, there is no end, return to start. This is the last page, but it says I need to fill out another form to make this one valid.
Ah, yes. Ponyville document V29 beta. I forgot. One moment while I go and get it.
Oh, no you don't. If you think you're leaving my sight, you've got another thing coming, Buster. Now, one of three things is gonna happen here. You can make this situation go away. You can bring me someone who can fix this, or I tear this building apart with my own hooves.
When you say you'll tear the building apart, do you mean you're going for a permit to make alterations to a public office? Because when you because then you'd need a form Z42.
I don't believe that will be necessary, Tadwell. Oh, that guy's name is Tadwell? Oh, just making a mental note there. Anyway, phew. I'm sure I can help our happy citizen here. She's not so happy anymore. Hello, I'm Ma'am Bear. I'm sure you know. How can I help you? Well, my name is Applejack, and my farm, Sweet Apple Acres, got a citation today for the barn being too tall. Quick question. Why is Mayor and Applejack introducing themselves? Don't they know one another? I mean, call me crazy, but in the show they exchange they've known each other for a while. I mean, look at the last roundup. They talk about each other like they've known each other for a while. So why are they introducing themselves here? Does this take before the last roundup? Just asking. It doesn't seem all that right. Anyway, which, as I've been trying to say, is ridiculous. I've been here all morning trying to resolve this and got exactly nothing to show for it.
Hello, let me know if you need Form D37 or Form FP12.
Oh, of course. I'm very familiar with Sweet Apple Acres. How's your Granny Smith doing? Well, she's fine, Mayor. Thanks for asking. See, that's a little weird. You have them introducing themselves one second, and then the next second you have them conversation like they know one another. I'm just going to say that the mayor didn't recognize her right off the bat, and that's how come they were introducing each other, because they didn't recognize one another. Okay. Moving right along. Okay. Very good. Now come with me, and I'm sure we can get this all sorted out in a jiff. Isn't this hallway lovely? I've always loved this hall. It's okay, I guess. On the walls are pictures of noble ponies of Ponyville past and present, including all of its mayors. See anyone familiar? I see a picture of you, Mayor. Haha, yes, very good eyes. Oh, I do love a good walk down this historical hall. So much history in this hall. Mayor, we are going somewhere to solve my problem, aren't we? Oh, yes, I know. Just the ponies that will help us out. Follow me. Here we go. The Department of Building Management will be able to get everything sorted out here.
No! This is all wrong! No! You're all wrong!
Wooly, run around. What's the meaning of all this commotion?
Run around, put the paper clips where they belong. I've put them in a place where we all can get them. Not just certain selfish ponies who want to hoard them all for themselves.
I have an idea. There are 2 boxes of paper clips. Let's keep one at the old location and one at the new location, Whichever one empties first will be where the paper clips will be stored from then on.
Well,
Sounds like a good solution?
well, but
Excellent. Another problem solved. Oh yes, come along, Applejack. I've just remembered where we need to go. Alright, what do we see here? Are all of these ponies really necessary to keep Ponyville running there? But of course, every pony has a role to play when it comes to city government. Excuse me. For instance, Hoggle here is in charge of making sure the public water fountains are neither too hot nor too cold. How's the temperature, Hoggle?
not sure, Mayor.
Good job, Hoggle. But that's what I'm talking about. That pony wasn't doing anything helpful at all. Wasn't he through when you really think about it? Wasn't he though when you really think about it? No! I know it might seem a little confusing to an outsider looking in, but I assure you everything that happens in this government is done for a purpose. Sometimes you just need to know where to look. Now follow me. I'm sure the solution is your problem is just down this hall, possibly to the left. If not there, then certainly on the 3rd floor. Okay, we got a lot of different pictures here that you need to see for the whole story to. Okay, so basically they're going to several different rooms by the look of it. And it's a bunch of different crazy things and stuff. Okay. Anywho, moving right along. Alright, and then finally, Applejack had enough. Grrr, that's it! I can't take a single dang moment more of this! Everything, and I mean everything about this place is backwards, confusing, and just dang poorly run! Fill out these 10 billion forms, go to this office, but not between the hours of 10 and 3 or on an odd numbered day of the month. Don't forget to charge your referral number if there's 10 chickens in a tray. I give up. I fail to see what is so amusing. Pardon me, dear Applejack. Believe it or not, you remind me a lot of myself once upon a time. I know city government can appear a little unorthodox at times, and it's certainly true that we could do things a bit faster. What do you say to spending the rest of the day helping me around here? Some of your no-nonsense wisdom might be just what this old place needs, and I promise that at the end of the day we'll solve your citation problem. You want my help? Most certainly. Well, I've never been one to refuse a request for help, I suppose. Only I'm not sure if... Excellent! I knew you'd be up for it. Come along. There's plenty to be done, and not a moment to waste. But she didn't really say yes, or is it just me, or does the mayor seem a bit desperate for her help? Anywho, moving right along. The first item of business is, well, business. Applejack, I'd like to introduce you to the Ponyville Business Council.
We are most unhappy, Mayor. We dislike the new sales tax. Very few ponies are buying quills and sofas because of it.
I think one of my babies ate my business permit. I don't know what to do.
Well, if you recall, we agreed to raise taxes this year to offset the tax cut from last year that helped businesses after the great termite fiasco. Termites are canon, I guess. Without this tax, we simply don't have the funds necessary to fix Ponyville's water pipes.
Unacceptable! We business ponies keep this town running. Perhaps we should find a different town in which to set up our various sporting goods shops.
Bubba? Now hold on. Y'all, I don't like taxes being raised, but we did get that tax cut last year. What if we had a special month-long shopping holiday where there was no sales tax at all? We could attract shoppers from all over Equestria. Ponyville would keep its tax funds from the rest of the year, and we'd get a big boost that would offset what the businesses lose from the tax.
We could call it Stinking Rich Days.
Could work. It could be like good for businesses. Quick thinking, Applejack. I knew you'd be a big help. Alright. Next we need to break ground for a new statue of our very own Princess Twilight Sparkle. We'll be the very first to see it. It goes live to the public tomorrow. Well, I'm an expert on my old pal Twilight, so I'll be the perfect judge.
Despite my eye surgery, I think it turned out great.
It's not very good. It's downright terrible. This is a major problem. We can't have the princess first statue look like this. Leave this to me, Mayor. Give me your date book. Oh, haha! Brilliant. Applejack took the schedule book and put it over the face. That's actually a good representation because all of it is pretty much good except for the snout and the eyes. So you just cover that up with a book and problem solved. There we go. If that doesn't capture Twilight, I don't know what does.
I'm so glad you like it, Mr. Cow.
Okay, apparently this is later. Finally, we've got a meeting with my re-election committee. Election is in 7 moons, you know. All right, let's get cracking.
Yeah, let's get cracking. Just get someone else's office just to see what it would be like. Just putting that out there. It would be interesting. This chart shows the mayor's approval rating among ponies who don't like raisins.
Raisins.
What do raisins have to do with anything?
Anyway, this shows the most popular pie slice sizes. I don't know what this graph shows. Okay, here's what we need to do. Mayor listens to the elderly ponies at the picnic promenade next week. Then it's some meet and greet at Aldaro's pretzel store. Then we bring it home with the naming of Ponyville's official marmalade, Ponylade. Ponies will eat it up, literally.
She knows her stuff. She's talking about doing things instead of doing things about talking. This is my 3rd day on the job.
Okay. Now, I got a question for y'all. How popular do you think bird citations are? I'll tell you, not popular at all.
So, Applejack, what do you think of your experiences today?
It's been mighty interesting, Mayor. I've got a new appreciation for how much you do from day to day. But I gotta admit, I still think City Hall is a big mess. I know that there's lots to do, but it's no different from anything else. Hard work and a lick of common sense, and the job gets done. No pony should have to go through what I did this morning. It does seem frustrating at times, I know. I suppose that's why I took you along today. I wanted you to see... Mayor! Mayor! Something terrible has happened to all the ponies outside! Come quick! It's a great big giant crisis! Plop, 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 plop. The town's ponies are turning into produce! It's a great big giant crisis, all right. What the? Plop! Help! I'm being gnawed by my own pig! Yum, yum, yum. Eek! Smash!
This is highly irregular.
I made a big mistake! I don't know what to do. Maybe try to find my friends. Applejack! Save us! Okay. Applejack, keep level-headed. Maybe if we got a big bushel, and then put everyone in the bushel? Listen up, every pony. Woolly, run around. I need a full index of magical mistakes, primary subsection produce. Huckle, you're on crowd management. Make sure no pony rolls into giant pastries. Tinsel, Hat Roger, Dodger, You're with me on getting to the source of this problem. Let's go, Team Ponyville. We can do it. You coming, Applejack? Yeah. One great big giant crisis later, once again, Ponyville, though the strength of will of the citizens comes together to avert disaster. We may never know what caused the great cornucopia I don't know how you say it. But we can rest assured that teamwork overcame it. Meyer, that was incredible. I take back everything bad that I said about City Hall today. When the chips are down, you really know how to inspire ponies. Yes, well, it wasn't always like that. Truth be told, I used to be anything but inspiring. Huh? What are you talking about? Have a seat, and I'll tell you about my first campaign for public office. I'd like to see how they stopped everyone from turning into VeggieTales characters. That would be exceedingly interesting. Why didn't they show that? Anywho, backstory time. One day, when I was hardly older than you, something happened. Something that made me want to run for mayor of Ponyville. I knew I had something to offer the town, and I was determined to do everything I could to win. I made buttons, I gave speeches, and shook a lot of hooves. In my mind, I thought I knew what was best for the town. I didn't bother to listen to the ponies that I aimed to represent. I was such an exciting young dynamic candidate. How could I lose? But that's just what I did. Lose. I made the election all about me. How great I was, not how great Ponyville was. I was crushed by that defeat. I felt like a failure. But I remembered what motivated me in the first place, and realized that nothing had changed. I still wanted to help Ponyville be the best town it could be. So I went back out and got involved in the community. I worked hard and got to know the town's ponies and listened to what concerned them and what they wanted for Ponyville. The next time I ran for mayor, I focused on things that Ponyville cared about, not myself. And I won! That time, I spent getting to know ponies. I realized something important. This town is made up of all sorts of different types of ponies. Each and every one of us has our own strengths and weaknesses. Together, we can get through anything. I could demand that everyone be done everything be done the way I wanted. But I learned the hard way that that's not always the best way to do things. Ponyville can get a little crazy, but we're a team no matter what. That's why I'm still excited about this job. I get to go and meet and work with ponies. The job's not about me, it's about Ponyville. And I don't think I'll ever stop loving Ponyville. Well, anyway, that's my story. Seems like everything is pretty much finished up here. Here's your citation, null and voided. Alright, what do we have? You could have taken care of this any time you wanted? Yes, but then you wouldn't have seen the other side of City Hall. That's why I asked you to come along with me today. I wanted you to see all the good we can do. You just reminded me of so much of myself at your age. Mayor, you mentioned that something motivated you to get into politics. What was it? Oh, of course. I got a citation because I owned a cookie jar that was too large.
A cookie jar?
I really questioned the laws of Ponyville. Anywho, moving right along. Which seems just ridiculous to me. That cookie jar has been in my family for generations. I was certain if I was the mayor, I could stop such silly things from happening. Just like I know you'll make a great mayor yourself one day, Applejack. If you choose to seek public office, that is.
Applejack actually would make a great mayor. Just putting that out there. Fanfic writers, get on that!
Just make sure the current mayor is retired first, of course.
And that's the end. And then we get a poster of what the next comic is like. And it looks like we got something with Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon and maybe some tennis and... Oh, it's a card. It's like a playing card. So maybe it has something to do with poker. But anyway. So yeah, that looks interesting. Hope I find that issue someday. And advertisements for the other comics done by IDW, Transformers, Powder Puff. Oh, there's some more pony stuff. Oh, is this a list of all the comics? Because if so, that would come in handy. No, it isn't. It's just a list of some comics. But anywho. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this dramatic reading of this episode. Because I enjoyed making it. I had tons of fun. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!